Welcome back to the Broken Vinyl Podcast, guys. We are here today with some returning guests from one of the more recent episodes. We got Wiggles over here co-hosting with me, and our special guest being the man, Coach Rocco.
Can you do that again? The way you leaned in without questioning it.
He said yes, but since we're on camera, no.
Afterwards? You got me afterwards?
No one must know.
He's not gonna give me props, but trust me, he's got me afterwards.
He will do it. He'll do it.
I'll just call you when you're in the shower again.
Full frontal.
Whoa.
Rocco just pulls up his foot, hey Wiggles, point of view.
I get so scared if I was afraid I'm gonna drop my phone and you may see my willy. Because I always have the camera facing me, like right here. Because I'm usually like listening to music or like.
That is a terrifying thing to do.
I like doing my own.
I've seen somebody's penis that way accidentally.
I'll be like doing a concert, doing like karaoke. Then I'll just see a Wiggles incoming FaceTime. I'm like, how? Always calls me while I'm in the shower. I'll even change up the times I'm taking a shower. I just see Wiggles incoming FaceTime. I'm like, dude, alright, then I gotta take this call, I guess.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah.
I think it's more concerning, if anything, that every time I call and you happen to be in the shower, you answer.
Well, I just told you I answer.
Because you're scared?
Because it's in my phone.
Oh.
Or it's in my hand. My phone's in my hand.
I didn't know that was
My
happening.
phone's never in my hand in the
No,
shower.
yeah.
Mine's on the countertop.
There's like a little thing in like the bathroom, because the bathroom, we had it on like a little shed thing, so there's like a window, and I just put it up there because it makes my phone louder for music.
Oh, I have my JBL that I always charge just
Yeah,
for.
I have a speaker that actually you can twist off and put into two different places.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fancy!
No, for real.
That's
I got
fancy.
it off of just some YouTuber, like he was sponsoring it, so I was like, might as well try it out.
Mhm.
Works great.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's very convenient. Surround sound shit.
One time I was at his house and he was in the shower when I was there, and I just kept knocking on the door. He was taking forever.
You ever been attacked by Chava in a hotel room while you're showering?
No, while I was showering, no.
Not at a hotel room, but while I was showering.
I've been attacked in a
have.
hotel room.
You've attacked me in a hotel room.
I have.
Are we
That's
talking about
great.
this now?
No.
I was gonna start going into like his wrestling
No.
season for
no.
us.
What happens in there?
In the
stays
hotels.
in there. What happens on the bus and in the hotel room stays in there.
Wait, I don't know if you guys were there, but do you guys remember that time at the bus we were on our way home from a big tournament? I think it was a dual tournament, and all of a sudden, like everyone just started like leaning towards one side of the bus. Like, look, I think it was someone was driving by or whatever,
Mhm.
but then someone just started thinking of an idea of just swaying the bus back and forth, and Johnny had to yell at us.
No, I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, that happened. I think that was my freshman or sophomore year, but yeah, it was weird.
Sounds like something Toppiness would do. Sounds like something we'd do. I'm not
Sounds like
gonna lie.
that finish.
Yeah.
I remember you singing on the bus on the way back from state.
Oh yeah, that was because my song had like just came out.
Mhm.
Or no, it didn't come
Or
out
yeah,
yet.
it was before.
I was
beforehand.
teasing it though.
Mhm.
I was like, "So what do you guys think?" And everyone really liked it.
And I was so far back there where I was like, what's going on? Because I could just hear you singing, and I'm just sitting there with my Switch, and I'm like, I'm not tripping, right? Someone's singing. I don't hear music, but I hear someone singing.
I had the beat on, but it wasn't very loud. It was just
Mhm.
from my phone, and then I was just singing it out loud. But everyone fucked with it.
Yeah.
So it stopped at like 19. I think it's currently at 1,900 views on SoundCloud. SoundCloud is the only place where I get views, or that I notice the views. So what did we mainly want to talk about?
I don't know. I'm just scared.
We're all just
Sonic
tangent on it.
tier list.
There we go.
Oh.
That's what you two wanted to get to. I'm just gonna say this now. I'm a big fan, but I never got into it like I did with like Marvel and DC and all that. It's always been those for me. I love Sonic. I played 3 games in my entire life. 3 Sonic games. It was Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't remember what it was called. I think it was just called Sonic the Hedgehog. For
Sonic
Xbox-
06.
Probably.
For 360.
Yeah, Sonic
Yeah.
06.
It was the one where you get to play as Silver and,
And Shadow.
Oh
Right,
my,
and
that was
so
Sonic
good.
06.
And don't you get to
Such
play
a
as
good
Knuckles
game.
too?
I think Tails. I don't remember Knuckles.
You play. I think you get to play as Amy. I don't remember
Okay.
the other two.
But
I don't think. I don't know.
that game was awesome.
And
And
then
then Sonic
he kisses
Unleashed.
a girl in there too, doesn't he?
I don't.
And okay, I've seen
Yes.
memes of that.
Yes,
I've seen
he
memes
kisses
of
a
that.
princess.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
He kisses a human, the very human princess.
Sounds like you have a problem with it.
It's because he's a furry, so like it makes him feel.
I'm
some
not
type
a
of way.
furry.
That makes sense. That
No,
makes sense. We get it.
no.
He's
no.
lying, guys. He wanted to start the video talking about it.
But Sonic Unleashed, my favorite one of them all, and Sonic Colors on DS, which was still a really
Yeah.
banger game on DS.
They remastered the game.
Mm-hmm.
It came out with more bugs than the original game had.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sonic Unleashed. I don't know what it is with like supernatural shit when it comes to like werewolves and vampires, all that, but I dig that stuff.
Mhm.
So when they decided to do that with Sonic, I'll never forget the intro cutscene.
Oh, that was so good.
It's so
The intro?
good.
Mm.
It shows
Ooh.
Sonic attacking who was it?
Yeah, it's Eggman up
Eggman.
there.
Eggman. Yeah,
Mhm.
he was attacking him. Then he's like, actually, you fall into my trap. Gets him, and then did we get Supersonic, like a glimpse of Supersonic as well in that intro?
Oh yes. So it's like they first start off fighting.
Yeah.
Dr. Eggman's in that suit, but as soon as Eggman snatches Sonic, Sonic's like, alright, I have enough of this. Goes super, Eggman tries to run away, Sonic destroys a bunch of ships, but it's all a trap. So Eggman's like goes through the master
I
ship
remember
where
he
the
was like,
trap is.
he starts begging him. He's like,
Starts
stop,
begging.
please.
Yeah. And it's like, trap, boom. And then all the chaos energy gets drained, Sonic gets drained, but then he gets transformed into the werehog.
That side shot of him roaring. Oh, that was hard. I love that scene.
I love it too. I don't get why people hate on it so much.
I guess it was just like a completely different gameplay thing. It was also during that era
yeah.
where a bunch of games were trying to do that hack and slash, like God of War.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's trying to pick off of that God of War's success,
Yeah, that makes
like
sense.
the whole hack and slash thing.
Yeah.
That's also the time that that one Wolverine game came out too, whole hack and slash. Then Sonic Unleashed came out with
X-Men
that
versus Wolverine,
hack and
yeah.
slash.
That was a great game.
A bunch of hack and slash games like that came out because of God of War, and I honestly think it was a really good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it could have been executed a lot better
That makes sense.
because the missions were so long.
Yeah, I
They
agree.
were so long.
I agree.
And then not only that, for me personally, I played on the Wii version of Sonic Unleashed, so like I had no problems.
Mm-hmm.
But like say on like the PS2 version,
Yeah.
the bugs are insane.
Yeah, he played it with me, and I've been stuck on literally like, not the last level, but it's like the last level before like the last boss fight, actual last level starts.
Wow.
Since I was a kid, and so he was playing it with me, and we spent like legit like 3 hours trying to do it. And there's just one spot where the camera gets really weird, and so when you try to like you're hanging as the werehog and you're going and you're like moving around the thing, but they start falling. But the camera's in a weird spot to where when you move, like it pulls you up and you just fall.
That's
Or like different weird things like that start happening. Same thing with the Sonic Heroes on the PS2. I think just those kind of games in general, they didn't get the polish they needed. Because like they're not bad games at all. But camera definitely affects when you're playing the game, and like little bugs. Like just picture yourself running and you don't jump or anything, but you hit something where you just go boom and you just fly off. And you're just like, I just got so far. That was my last life, and now I gotta start over from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be a mental challenge more than anything. Challenge of patience, I guess.
What was the hardest game you've ever played? Like just irritatingly hard to deal with.
I don't think I've had a really, really hard game.
Yes, you have.
And I'm not talking like purpose rage games, you know?
Yeah. No, I've watched him spend like a full day on God of War trying to fight somebody, and he's fighting, and then I get the game and I literally beat the boss in 5 minutes. And he left me unopened because he was just so frustrated because we were at our friend's house and he spent the entire time we were there playing this boss, and he couldn't beat it. And my first try, he was like, it's so hard. And I went on, and I was like, oh, Rocco, I'm gonna do it. I'll let you know how it ... And 5 minutes later, I just go ... I did it.
Ugh.
I know it's fine. I know it's the Valkyrie Queen. Hours and hours. I'd spend hours a day. This went on for like 2 weeks straight. I'd go for
God.
hours a day. I'd get to like a new checkpoint. I'm like, okay, I can either play for another hour and a half, see if I can get past this, or I'll go that hour and a half and not get here again. And that's how I went for 2 weeks.
Oh no.
Until I eventually Made it up. That entire 2 weeks. Beat it.
I don't know if I can handle that.
No, it can definitely be a lot. It's like, just picture yourself getting used to the different variations of a boss, and then you go to the main final boss, and they start using all of the moves at once. But the ways you learn to beat one, like each one, they don't really matter now because they can just start spamming those attacks and like break through your shield or things where you should be invincible, but you're not really invincible anymore, and you're just like, this worked an hour ago. Why doesn't this work now?
I'd be so irritated. Yeah. I think the only games I was really like, the ones that got me really rageful, the first Iron Man games. Especially since at a young age I struggled with like learning the mechanics of games, and it was one of those games where like you would have to fight these certain bots, and the only way you could was by going up to them and ripping them apart. But in order to do that, you had to mash a button. You had to mash B or something like that in order to break it. And I could never get it, and that was like the second level. I was so irritated as a kid. It messed me up.
I feel that.
I never even finished the game. I never finished it.
Damn.
It was an alright game. The flying mechanics are really hard to deal with. Like, Superman handled that very well, I'd say. But that makes me excited for like the Iron Man game that's coming up as well.
Dude, I played the Iron Man VR game. That one was pretty fun. Like, it was a lot better than I expected it to be.
It's
like,
first person, right?
Yeah, so you have your headset on and like you're seeing it through him. Like, it has the stuff like if you were in this suit, like you're seeing your different things,
That's
like
cool.
switching through your weapons. Then you have your two controllers in your hand. And I mean, you get to decide where you're going, so like you're literally there like that, flying through the
That's
air,
pretty
and then you
cool.
gotta slow down, so you put them forward.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was pretty fun. I haven't beat it all the way because it was VR, and that just can be time consuming. My room's little, but it was pretty fun.
Well, we are getting like 3 or 4 new Marvel games.
I know.
And I heard there's an unannounced DC project in the works.
Oh, okay.
But as far as what's confirmed, solo Black Panther game that's made by EA.
Wait, isn't that Black Panther Captain America?
No, I was just gonna get into that.
Oh.
They recently announced Black Panther solo game, and then there's that one where it takes place in one of the wars with Captain America and T'Challa's grandfather, and that one's gonna be cool. I'm excited for that one. What was the other one? Iron Man,
Wolverine.
Black Panther, Wolverine, Spider-Man 2. So we got some good ones ahead. And I think the only Wonder Woman one that's we know of, or the only DC one that we're aware of, is Wonder Woman. So I don't know how that one's gonna go.
Dude, honestly, if they were just to make more DC games in kind of the same style of Arkham,
They should be fine.
I would play those.
I've always wanted a Flash game.
That could be really. I've
always wanted a
been
Flash
saying
game.
they need to make a Doctor Strange game, especially with them trying to push so much more VR things now.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, imagine seeing even just on the PS5, imagine seeing those effects, and just like sitting there tripping out in some crazy boss fights. That'd be really fun.
Imagine being on something and playing those types of games.
Dude, imagine
That'd
being
be
that
mind
guy
fuck.
that's like, let me try DMT, and then you go over to your friend's house and you're sitting on the couch tripping, and then they put on Doctor Strange, and like you just see some weird stuff, and you're like, is that real? Is that the TV? And you're like, bro, the movie finished an hour ago. The TV's been on this whole time. And they're just sitting there like, this is a banger though.
Did you guys ever play the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game? The one based on the animated movie?
And you can
It's
like
a classic.
I don't think you switch between the 4 in the game, but they each have their own level, right?
Yes.
I know what you're talking about. I played that. I still have it.
It was very parkour like heavy, which I enjoyed. And you got to fight like all those bad guys individually. It was just really fun. I enjoyed that. And I'll never forget the one level they had where I think you're Leo and you're chasing after Raph.
Oh, I think I remember that. I don't know how far I made it through the game. I was like 4.
I finished the game like 3 times as a kid.
Sheesh.
It was one of my favorite games at the time. Really good game.
Damn.
What's your favorite Spider-Man game?
Honestly, I've only played, I think, the PS4 ones.
Really?
Well, okay. All the way through, I should say. I have played Tobey's Spider-Man games on the PS2.
I've only played Spider-Man 3.
Toby has.
Yeah, he has, I think, 2 of them.
3.
3? Okay,
He has
yeah.
3.
He has 3.
He almost got 4, but since they canceled the 4th movie, they canceled the 4th game.
Because I know I played through, like, not the test level, but where you're learning the controls, and it's, like, not in the world, it's, like, a different place. And I played through that one. I played through, I believe, all of the 3rd one, and I think where I was playing it, they had the second one, but I never played it because when I went to go play it, they had just got it, and so I had played them out of order. But they had gotten Simpsons Hit and Run, and they were like all about it, so they wanted me playing that one with them.
Wow.
But that was pretty fun too. I had never watched The Simpsons, and I was like, why do they keep saying dough?
Yeah. Yeah, I played most of the games. I think the only one I've always wanted to play that I never got the chance to was Ultimate Spider-Man. The one that was based on the Ultimate Comics.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
always heard
played
that
the Atari one. There you go.
I always heard it was one of the best ones. What?
The Atari one.
Atari?
Yeah,
talking
like
about?
it's they have the Goblin from It's in Across the Spider-Verse, and that was like the Atari Spider-Man.
I'm so lost in what you're talking about.
It's a game console. It's like the one before the Nintendo. It's just the joystick and the button.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, I played that one. You're pretty much just going up.
Oh, it was the canceled variant, right? Or it was one of the anomalies.
Yeah, it's the Green Goblin and like there's
It
Insomniac
was next
Spider-Man.
to it was next to Yuri Spider-Man. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I forgot about that game.
Yeah, I played those, but I haven't played nothing like Shattered Dimension or these other things.
And I do expect you to play that type of game too.
Yeah.
What Spider-Man games have you played, Rock?
So Spider-Man PS4 and Miles Morales.
Okay.
Those are the only Spider-Man games I've touched.
Really?
I mean, I've played as Spider-Man in Marvel vs. Capcom. That's
True.
because I'm a lot
Yeah.
bigger on fighting games.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So those like Mortal Kombat and Injustice.
Mortal Kombat. Injustice, actually, I was going to bring that up too. The only Turtles game I've played, it's not even a Turtles game, is when
They're in the DLC.
Turtles got announced for DLC for Injustice. I'm like, oh, damn, I gotta play Injustice.
Yeah.
Didn't
So-
you play a Turtles with me at your birthday party? At the arcade place, and we broke the arcade machine?
At the arcade?
With the laser tag? It was like me, you, Terrell, and Jesse. And we all went to play it at the same time, and we have our joysticks, and we all press our attack button at the same time, and the game literally rebooted on us.
Oh, that side-scrolling one?
Yeah, it's the arcade
Yeah,
ones.
yeah. That was fun.
You've seen those ones, yeah?
I think so.
It's
yeah.
like it's the ones when we went to we were looking for your Funkos, and I was like, what game do I get? Because you told me I had to get something because you were walking out with some stuff, and then they didn't have them like anywhere.
Yeah, you made me look bad.
No, he had a full thing, and like
I had a full like bag full of
he
shit.
looked at me. He's like, I'm walking out with $300 worth of stuff, and if you tell me that
It
you
was
don't
not
get one thing-
$300, was it? No,
Or-
it wasn't.
no, it was two something, I think.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah, my bad,
maybe
my bad.
barely 200.
And then we went around to a bunch of stores, and they didn't have it. I was trying to get the Ninja Turtles game. I
Well,
have successfully ordered them now.
We were on a massive search party for that game, and eventually we finally got it. We didn't check Walmart. We probably should have.
No, I think you told me they were out of stock, or
Oh,
like
yeah,
'cause they're
yeah.
remodeling or whatever.
At the time they were remodeling electronics. Yeah. Classic games though.
I just thought of another game. What's that one you were? It's like everybody knows it, or like it's a popular one. You were playing it at Lacho's house. With Sans.
Undertale?
There you go.
Undertale. What's up?
Undertale.
You haven't heard of Undertale?
Uh-uh.
He spent hours on that too, like on same boss fights.
And hours and hours. I honestly think, besides from Dragon Ball FighterZ, Ghost of Tsushima, and I think those are my two top games. That would have to be my third most played game.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I was young, Undertale was all the hype, but I also wanted to find things on my own.
Yeah.
It was like that feeling that The Legend of Zelda gives me now. It's like, oh, I gotta find all the secrets by myself.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna look at videos or like tips and tricks on how to beat this boss or where to find this like item.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play this for myself and I'm gonna figure everything out. The only general thing I got was either, so there's like 3 routes you can play. This is one of those games where, depending on your actions, that's the ending you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So it boiled down to 3 routes. So there's the neutral route, which is like, oh, you can choose, you leave the underground. You play as a human, you fall down this like mountain, this like magical mountain, where like all these monsters are sealed from like humans long ago. You gotta like find your way through the underground, defeat the king, who has like all these like human souls, because apparently it takes human souls to break through that magic barrier. But at the end of the game, depending on how you play and get to that point, there's 3 different endings. So there's the neutral route where, like, you defeat him. It's like, all right, you've bested me, I'll let you go. So you go on your own, and you leave. There's a pacifist route where you don't kill any monsters. The pacifist route, the true pacifist route is where like you don't kill any monsters, and then there's like the secret lab below the underground. They gotta like go through, find all the secrets for, then like unlock something with like one of the characters is like, oh, there's like a secret machine. This is like extra lore, and it changes the ending once you get back and leave.
Okay.
But then there's the genocide route, where you kill every monster in the underground.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like it'll get to a point like once you start killing monsters in the beginning, it's like, oh, they're coming to attack you.
Yeah.
But then once you get like I think like 5 monsters down, it's like Legend of Zelda where like there's different areas, so like different rooms. In that area, once you like get to a save point, instead of saying, oh, you're filled with determination, it'll say 25 left.
Oh shit.
15 left. 5 left. And if you're once you kill all of them in that area, once you like start walking, you get that random like battle encounter again. Once you kill all the monsters, in small text it'll say, but nobody came. And then you get out of the battle sequence and keep walking until you get to the next section. Wow. And you do that over and over and over again. You just kill everything.
There's no ending? Like,
there's an ending. It's where you kill everything. That's where you like get all like the hardest boss battles, get like all the best gear. And at the very end, you're met with this like entity, this like true monster. That's I think it's supposed to be like a reflection of you, the player.
I had a feeling it was gonna be like that.
Yeah. So like it's a complete replica of the character you're playing as, but it's supposed to be like a reflection of you. And it's self-aware. This game's self-aware too. It's like, if you die to a boss, and you come back to the boss, it's like, oh, so you're back again. You want to do this again? How many times have you died? How many times have you died? Twice? Thrice? I don't know what comes after thrice.
Wow.
And it'll just like keep remembering. And what's crazy, it'll even remember when you reset the game. It's like, say you start killing everything, and like you are right now, it's like, oh shit, I don't want to do this anymore. I feel bad. You're supposed to reset the game. It's supposed to like reset everything, right? There's just one character in the beginning that you meet, and it's like, oh, so you reset the game because you feel bad. Don't worry, I remember. Then they'll just go away.
That is nuts.
But say like you're in the genocide route, and you get far enough into the game, it won't allow you to reset. Because at that point, it's like you're too far in.
Wow.
But then, then at the very end of the genocide route, you're met with like this reflection of yourself. Then it'll give you an option. It's like, we can wipe this world, reset it, and do it all again, or something else. But if you keep pressing the something else, it'll do this until resetting it and doing it all again is the only option.
Oh shit.
Then it'll reset, starts you back over. Yeah, Undertale is a mind trip. And it also has some of the best music, like video game music. Oh, I highly suggest people who haven't played Undertale or heard of it, I just gave you like a rundown. I promise you there's so much more to what I'm letting on. It's like the characters, the music, the game design. It's all just... Mwah.
Undertale?
Undertale, yeah.
I can say as a person that's watched him play for hours, it's worth it. I watched this guy fight the same boss for a couple hours, and I didn't get bored because I was just like, oh, you got like 3 seconds closer this time.
And it's supposed to be like an older style game.
Yeah, it's
like
8-bit, right?
Yeah, 8-bit.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
So if you guys have played like Earthbound or like some of the older Pokemon games, it's that style of game where you walk around, you interact with things, text boxes will show up. Yeah, that was my Undertale.
That was a great. You told it very well though.
That was my Undertale spiel. I highly suggest if you guys haven't played Undertale, you go play it. It should be on sale anywhere on. It's all console everywhere. Highly suggest you guys play it, and you guys.
I'm definitely gonna look into it, especially after
they
this.
even added Sans because he's such like an important character into gaming now.
Yeah.
That he's even in Smash Bros as a Mii Fighter costume.
That's pretty cool.
They even did Doom Guy because him and Isabel from Animal Crossing are dating because
did
the
hear
games
about
came
that.
out at the same time, and
I
that just
did
was like
hear
a
about
fan
that.
thing.
I thought they're canonically married now. Yeah.
Well, shit.
Kai, don't worry, guys. If you watched the last video, you'll understand why I'm telling him to stop.
So-
The amount of times I've heard him make that sound behind
No,
closed doors.
What?
Help
What are you
me.
trying to say?
What?
Oh, he has weird things when he's in the
What are you
bathroom.
trying
alone.
to say? What? I thought you were supposed to be in the bathroom alone.
Why would you want? See what I
You're
mean?
supposed
He's
to.
trying to get me in the bathroom alone.
What?
Yeah, you hear the sounds he's making.
This guy.
Okay,
This
guys,
guy.
somebody help if you need help. We'll post it in the comments and we'll get rid of him. Don't know how that helps you, but
Start to GoFundMe.
yeah, there's a whole episode about that on The Simpsons
What?
where Homer starts to GoFundMe because he sees them doing it, and I think he acts like he's like a sick kid or something, but so he can get this chair funded, and like it's one of those chairs that like they use for old people so they can stand up without having to stand up. And so they get it, they find out that he just used it for a chair, and then next thing you know, there's a mob at his house, and they take the chair outside and they burn it and destroy it, and he's just so devastated.
My favorite episode is it's one of the first Halloween specials where they redid the Shining.
Oh
I
yeah.
love that episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
It
It's so
is.
funny. I was gonna go. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I wanted to go back into gaming, but what games are we looking forward to as of right now?
You want to know what games I'm looking forward to as of right now? Okay, there's Mario Bros. Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
There's Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
There's Mario RPG.
I'm gonna do a game walkthrough on that too.
There was another one
Spider-Man
I'm
2.
thinking of that I'm forgetting. Okay, so this is a ways out. There's two of them. There's a Peach is getting her own spin-off game, which hasn't been a thing since 2006, which I enjoyed. But then I just lost my train of thought. Oh, The Last Ronin. Ninja Turtles. There's gonna be a
yeah,
Last
I
Ronin
wanted to ask
game.
Ronin.
I wanted to ask about that, but I completely spaced it.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the teaser for it? Oh my goodness. Because obviously we've known about this for a while, but that was because of a leak.
Yeah.
This was them actually saying like, this is confirmed. This is in development. I'm so excited.
And it's gonna be
in a God of War style.
God of War style.
Man, I'm
It's
excited.
gonna be so good.
I still haven't
Ooh.
played the God of War games though. I know you told me to. I still haven't.
You need to play them.
I
You
know,
need to.
I know, but yeah, I know what the hype is about, so I am genuinely excited. Like,
Yeah.
and I did hear some details saying that there's gonna be more. You get to play as the turtles, not just Mikey, but they're.
That's gonna be
The
interesting.
only way you're gonna be able to is like flashbacks.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
we're gonna witness them die.
That's what I just thought. I was like, yo, you're gonna play as them
We're
and you're
gonna
gonna
witness
lose
them
that
die.
fight.
That's gonna be so insane.
Dang.
I'm not ready for that.
In a post-apocalyptic New York, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready for it.
Spider-Man already had me crying, and now imagine when you're playing
As
and
Mikey.
you're trying so hard and you're playing to beat the boss fight, but you beating that boss fight is just you like dying.
I don't like those battles. I do, but I don't.
Knowing that death is just
Yeah.
inevitable for your character. Oh man.
Like my example is every time I play any Dragon Ball game,
Yeah.
it goes through like the timelines, right? And he has like Dragon Ball Z Future Gohan, where he fights the androids but he dies.
Mm-hmm.
You in every Dragon Ball game, you always play as Future Gohan getting jumped by the androids. A
Damn.
rainy day, he's a Super Saiyan. They already blasted off one of his arms, so he's fighting with one arm,
Oh shit.
fighting against these two androids who are obviously more powerful than him, more like stronger than him individually, but they're
Yeah.
deciding to fight him. And in the latest iteration, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, you actually start like punch and dodge slower because he's fatigued.
Yeah.
And it even gets to a point where you press any
I'll be
button,
right back. Don't mind
he'll
me.
try and swing, and he just misses. Then it'll cut to the cutscene where they just like they beat him down, and they blast him away.
Wow.
So like no matter, you can even like whittle down their health to like 1. Someone's done it before. Whittle their health down to 1, but they're still moving
Oh shit.
because that was the best you can do.
Yeah. Wow. Those are so sad, but so
Yeah.
good. Like, I just love when storytelling goes like that, goes that far.
Yeah, and that's the whole like future timeline of
Yeah.
Dragon Ball, which is like the true timeline in a sense because that's the true timeline from Z or from Dragon Ball going onwards.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that we see right now from like Dragon Ball C and Super is the alternate timeline. because Trunks went back in time and changed things. Oh, hello.
Rocco's sister Ruby just came in.
Yep.
Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
Does that seat comfy?
I can give you another chair now.
I know, like,
I was totally trying to be quiet.
Yeah, you look like you got her in trouble. You're gonna sit there and think about what you did.
You showed up late to the shoot.
Don't do her dirty, man. She just got here.
That's the point.
That's why she's in trouble.
But you know what I realized?
Oh, bro,
We never even actually did a Sonic tier list.
What?
This started off with talking about doing a Sonic tier list.
I know.
We talked about like 34 games and then we skipped over.
Oh, shit, my bad. Well, if you want to get into it.
Okay, so we were talking about a Sonic tier list and we never actually talked about it.
Yeah.
We talked about like 3-4 games and moved on.
And I can only contribute 3 games, so.
You know how
Go
crazy
ahead.
that is to me?
What?
Because I literally just like finished playing like a month or two ago a Sonic game that had more, like I beat more Sonic games on that game alone than what you played. Because I beat Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, and then Sonic and CD.
Yeah, I don't play much Sonic games, like I said. Like, I'm not very open when it comes to games because there's ones that'll easily just make me lose my interest. You know,
I feel that.
You know, like I don't know. It's just games that as of lately I've been losing interest in. The only ones that really get me locked in for like hours on end is like open world, free roam games
feel
like that. You know.
Oh, and I just thought of another game for on that list of excited things. So backtracking for a second, Sonic 3 or what is it? Sonic Superstars.
Sonic Superstars.
So if you haven't seen that,
I don't know, that
so
was
you
that
can
thing.
play as Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, and there's gonna end up being one more character. But you can play online. So like, just picture the 4 of us all in different places playing through the same level as a team together. Just
That'd be pretty cool.
But as a Sonic game,
Yeah.
and it's like that classic 2D stuff, but modern graphics.
Oh.
And it's still
Oh, yeah.
you know 2D left right, but you can go like in the background and 3D stuff too. It looks
That's
cool. It
pretty
looks
cool.
really cool. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. So I do have a little.
I was just say you've already got a tier list going already.
Yeah, there's a.
That's gonna take up most of the time anyway.
I got an entire thing. Well, since you've only played a couple of Sonic games, what were they? Sonic Unleashed, Sonic 06,
Colors.
and Sonic Colors.
Yeah.
And you played them on which console?
360, and DS.
DS.
I did replay Colors on Series X recently, but I don't think I finished them like halfway through. But still, it's really good. It's really good. Besides the obvious bugs, I'd probably still put that at last.
One moment.
And as far as gameplay goes, if gameplay is a huge thing, I'd still gotta go 06 over Unleashed. As much as I love Sonic, and I say it's my Sonic Unleashed and say it's my favorite, the gameplay does lack. So I'd still say like 06 does have that upper hand.
Oh,
Especially
nice.
with the nostalgia effect that it has on
Yeah.
me too, because I do have a lot of great memories with that one, other than Unleashed.
Your nostalgia is insane because Sonic 06 is regarded as one of the worst Sonic games.
Right?
Just because it's crazy. Because I think, other than myself, you're probably the only other person that I've met who's had a decently not buggy Sonic 06 experience.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, because I played it on my cousin's disc on the 360, but he got it like pre-ordered release date.
Oh shit.
So he had one of the very few copies for some reason that didn't have very many bugs. So I didn't have any complaints about it. And probably looks like the same with you. You didn't really have any complaints with it.
Not that I remember.
But
I don't
also
remember
having that, like,
many
the
bugs
nostalgia.
at all. Yeah.
I played it, the first level, or I think it's first level. There's orcas jumping around. I had so many
Yes.
bugs jumping around, doing my thing. Just picture you go to jump, but you, like how I said earlier, you just go flying off. You see him going the right way, and then all of a sudden the camera would like turn on you, and you're just like, oh, I'm in the water. I thought I was going straight, but I'm actually under the ocean the whole time.
Yeah, it never had that for me. So.
I played at my cousin's house on his Xbox, and that was like my first experience with an Xbox, and I was just like, why is this Sonic game so buggy? But it was just the game in general, and like I've learned that now. But as a kid, I was just like, yo, they set me up for failure. They knew I was coming over to play games with them, and this is what they do.
I don't think we can do a tier list just because you haven't played enough Sonic games. But with the Sonic games we can bring up, I do have another question. Do you think Sonic 06 should be a title that should be remastered?
Yes. I
feel
mean,
like-
that's you should already know my answer. 1,000% yes.
Yes.
No,
'Cause
honestly, I'd say the same thing.
Yeah,
We'll go.
I've been wanting since I have I still have a 360, just for the fuck's sake of playing older nostalgic games. I have been looking into buying a used copy of that. So, along with other ones like, what were the other ones that I had in mind? TMNT, because I don't have.
Mhm.
Yeah, I really want to replay that game.
Do you have
And,
Shattered Dimension still?
Yes, and Edge of Time. That
Oh,
that
okay.
reminds me, I don't have Edge of Time, so I do.
Is
need
that
to
the
get
only one you needed?
As far as the Spider-Man collection goes, yes, I think, because any other one would be needing to get a older console,
Okay.
because I don't have the Xbox or the PlayStation 1 or 2 that requires Ultimate Spider-Man, or that has Ultimate Spider-Man, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Well, I mean, if you ever get Ultimate Spider-Man, I already got the 1 and the 2, so
Which one?
PS1 and PS2.
Oh yeah, right. Hell, if that's the case, yeah, I'll probably be able to game it with you then.
Mm-hmm. And it's still in good condition. I take care of my stuff.
Of course. I still got to get through gameplay for Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles
Oh, I
Morales.
missed it.
What?
I was gonna get your earlobe because you were looking off that way, like, so distinctly.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm genuinely excited. I don't know when, but I know sometime this week I'm gonna do my first recording or walkthrough for Spider-Man. So I'm really excited.
I'm excited.
I don't know how long the episodes are gonna be, because I'm gonna be cutting through, obviously, because there's a lot of time wasted, like swinging through the city, getting to mission and whatever. So it's just gonna be like highlights.
Oh, like, you're gonna do
Mainly-
more so like this story.
Yeah, exactly. Not gonna bore everyone with me just constantly swinging through the city and whatnot, you know.
You doing tricks the whole time?
And if I say something stupid, then that's probably gonna stay into, you know.
It's gonna be going through a fight scene, the fight ends, then it's gonna cut to a random moment where you go, and then it's gonna go back to a fight.
I gotta ask though, since I've played this game already, and I'm just replaying it, should I, because my memory still isn't really perfect, of course, for this game, should I play it in a normal difficulty or the hardest difficulty?
I'd say do the hardest, honestly. I
Really?
feel like I cheesed through it, like fights and everything so easy. Like I remember getting to the final boss and I was like, this is so anticlimactic compared to like the anxiety I felt, which it wasn't even crazy then, but playing as Miles with the rhino chasing you.
Because part of me really wants to make a perfect gameplay walkthrough, but then at the same time I'm like, entertainment-wise, being pissed off all the time would work more for everyone. So I'm like, might as well try it at the hardest difficulty, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. And you got, with your guys' opinion, I think I'm definitely gonna do the hardest walkthrough.
Yeah. Cause I feel like it'll still be pretty easy, honestly.
Yeah, I think
'Cause-
so. Like, the gameplay's pretty simple.
Cause I think I've already beat New Game Plus like twice.
Okay.
So on the hardest one, and
Yeah.
I still did it just fine. I feel like each time I played the game, I did it faster than the time before.
Yeah, and I bought the remastered version during the deal for like $10. Yeah, I bought the remastered version, but I have yet to play it, so I'm pretty excited with the better graphics.
I
and
got a question for the both
the
of you
newer
now.
face. What?
Do you prefer the new face or the old face? I'm very much an old face person.
I do
I like it.
kind of prefer the old face,
I like the
but
old
with
face.
how the new face works in Spider-Man 2, it does look good. It does look pretty good. Better
Like-
this time around.
I think for me, honestly, I played that game at launch. I was so excited for it all to happen. We get to launch, my game shows up, I get my little pre-order bonuses, extra suits or whatever, and I go through the whole game, and it just hits so hard. And like I got used to that face so much,
It's
especially
understandable.
the scenes with May.
Yeah.
And like the ending.
It's very understandable that
And they switched
that
it,
effect.
and I was
Yeah.
like, "Who's this? This ain't the Spider-Man I just
I
spent
know
all
it
these
caught
hours
everyone by
playing."
surprise. Like,
And, like, they didn't
would
talk
do
about
that?
it, did
Yeah, they
they?
never mentioned the real reasons to why they did that, which had me really concerned.
And the only thing I know I've heard is, oh, it looks better or it's more for what we were going for.
Tom
But then
Holland.
on that note, right, it only just looks like Tom Holland more.
Yeah.
Ish, yeah. It's
I feel like the old face that they had. It's like at that point you're playing as like a chiseled veteran Spider-Man, and that's what
Agreed.
that face looks like. It looks like an older Peter
Mm-hmm.
who's been Spider-Maning for years.
Because he's
And-
already been Spider-Man for 7 years.
Yeah,
when you're
yeah,
playing.
he has a
exactly.
handle and knows what he's doing. But with that new face, it's like you remind me of Tom Holland. You know what Tom Holland reminds me of? A new Spider-Man
Yes.
who doesn't really know what he's doing.
Exactly. I agree. I couldn't agree more.
I've been seeing though, it's hilarious. As soon as they put it on PC for Spider-Man and Miles Morales, they started making the mod to make his face normal, or like back to the original one. Normal. Wow, you just blocked me and Rocco out, but not Jason. What?
Well, I don't know if people won't know because he hasn't released the episode yet, so I'm not sure if he wants the guests to be seen.
Say what?
Oh, cause she posted on her story and she blocks me and Rocco out, and there's you. I'm just like, what? We're just too dark right now.
Oh, it's all good. Okay, but
Oh no, you don't mind if people see it who the guest are, huh?
Yeah,
I think
who cares?
he showed it on the last, or
Plus,
he showed a preview of us.
I
already.
usually post like the teases, like if we take any pictures, like we did with
Oh,
with
yeah.
Ruby. I'm gonna post those coming when it in the next couple of days when I tease that it's gonna be coming out this Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't be here too much. You're covered by a cat.
It's a cat. I'm covered by the popo.
That's funny, dude.
We have a crowd this time.
You have to be the laughter in the background.
She's like, ha! During the awkward moments, I was like,
We're having
yeah.
a serious conversation.
Like went to a trauma dump, then all of a sudden in the back of your
She's like, loser, you cried over that?
your mom died.
and she didn't laugh like that.
Nah, it'd be more like a. Well, anyways, guys.
No, she'd be that awkward cough in the back.
Jason just starts getting real deep with this opening up, and me and Rocco just go. So back to the Spider-Man.
So the Spider-Man game. What are we looking forward to
This
the most?
Sonic tier.
What are we looking forward to the most in this next Sonic game? Or Sonic, Spider-Man.
Oh,
Shit.
Super Sonic.
But,
Super Peter?
Spider-Man.
Super Peter. Yo, we're gonna have a cave.
The yellow suit.
If he doesn't have a cape.
Then he's not Spider-Man.
No capes.
Oh, but I think, okay, so people would complain about Miles and just like, oh, this is just like a lame excuse to get more money up from us as Spider-Man, blah, 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 over glorified DLC, which I disagree with so much. But, just, I don't know, the fact that the combat's going to be so new again, compared to like, you play Spider-Man and then you go to Miles and it feels so different. So then we're going to go back, but now we're playing as both of them, but there's the symbiote, and now you have so much more you can do.
With more villains being introduced into the game as well. They haven't teased at all the Goblin. At all. That's what kind of gets me excited, is like they're trying to sneak us by glorifying Venom so
Mhm.
much. They're like, oh, but you guys have no idea who the real main villain is. Kind of like what they did with the first one.
Yeah.
Because they hid Doc Ock from
Mhm.
us. Especially in because they edited the footage that we got when they first introduced us the game in the showcase of the prison breakout.
Mm-hmm.
They edited completely around Doc Ock being introduced as the villain in that,
Yeah.
which I thought was really cool. I didn't realize that until someone pointed it out on TikTok, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh shit.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Well, because even in the first game, we have the mask. You can see through the walls.
Mhm.
And you're like, ooh, okay, prototype mask. My first thought was, ooh, Goblin, his mask is right there. But then I think you told me you missed it. And in Miles Morales, when you're, what are they called? The purple group? Not Roxxon. What's your
Purple
fa-
group. Oh,
the Tinkerers group. But when you're in their place and like you're becoming part of the group or whatever, they have a goblin and a hobgoblin spray painted on the wall.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Do they?
Yeah, I remember telling you this then too, and you're like, I missed that one. But it's one of those things of you only get to go through that building the one time.
Yeah.
You do not get to go back.
I remember.
And so like I made a point of exploring it, and I remember seeing it, and I was like, and you were telling me about like Hobgoblin and how you really didn't care for him as a character, and I was just like, he's right there. He's right there. What are they gonna do with him? Because
I didn't even realize
they-
that. Well, you
they
can't have
tease
a
so much.
Hobgoblin without a Green Goblin, really. Because it's like, why would you introduce Hobgoblin first when Green Goblin's
Yeah.
a prime villain, you know? Like, maybe make him as a Miles villain, I guess? That could work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do you think we'll get Carnage? in this one?
Honestly, I don't think maybe not in this game itself, but a setup for future things, I could definitely see that.
I think so,
Because
too.
they even, like, the way they set up the game, there's the first one with the end stuff, and just seeing Harry in the tank, and all these different things. And
That's a throwback.
That's crazy.
I don't even know what happened. Oh,
That's a throwback.
Wants to be.
You're just our side guest
Good
right
times.
I know, so it's
now. You guys
sidecracking us.
don't. You've heard of the name, but you don't know who this is. Maybe you've met the review. Maybe you haven't. But Monstober, who remembers that? Let us know in the comments down below. You just got pranked to comment, yeah. But anyways. But do you think they would bring in Carnage like second game?
I think they tease it. I don't. Maybe. Because is there any guarantee we're getting a third?
I hope so.
Because I don't. As far as I've heard, this is.
Honestly, I'm just
I
gonna
don't know.
say yes
I
because
wanna-
of the
yeah.
fact that Wolverine's getting a game,
True.
and because of the fact that they've already told us that they're building
A universe out of
MGU,
it,
so the
yeah.
Marvel Gaming Universe, and
Yeah.
that the Avengers was supposed to be a part of that, and then the game happened, and then no, that's not part of that anymore. And they're definitely gonna be giving us more. We're not gonna be stopping with this game.
True.
Out of the bare minimum, he's gonna get a trilogy, and Miles is probably gonna get another game.
You're right. I like that idea.
They're not gonna just stop it right there because of how many villains we counted. How many villains did they show in that first game of just you actually fighting? We got to double digits, almost 15 already. And then
Wait, you're talking about the first
in
game?
the first Spider-Man game, of characters you actually interact with, including DLC,
Ooh.
we were at like about 13 to the 15 range.
Hammerhead, Silver Sable, Black Cat, Doc Ock, the Sinister Six, really. So Electro, Vulture. Fuck, Hammerhead. No, I already said
You
Hammerhead.
said
Tombstone.
Tombstone.
There you go. That was the one I was thinking of. Shocker.
A Black Cat.
I already said that.
Original Black Cat. Your dad?
We don't get her dad.
Yeah, we do in the DLC. And you're getting the paintings for him, and then he
Oh
dips.
shit! Yeah,
See,
yeah,
literally,
yeah, yeah.
They did so much that you just
I
don't think
forgot
about it.
that.
There's so much more to even just in the collectibles.
I mean, I guess if you want to count Sandman, because he's
so
in that
okay,
little
if we go to
bit.
collectibles and stuff like that, they referenced. We were already in 20 plus villains. Just
Lizard
with
and
that
Mysterio
combined.
were like
Lizard,
little
Mysterio,
Easter eggs.
Sandman. There was another one in his bag.
Wasn't there like a sign of Chameleon?
I'm not sure. But there was a lot.
I'm always biased towards Chameleon. I
They
love
pretty
Chameleon.
much had
Kingpin.
Like,
We didn't
Kingpin.
even get Kingpin out there.
They pretty much had Taskmaster.
Yeah,
They literally
Taskmaster.
have you already said Silver Sable.
Yes.
They pretty much, not all of his rogue gallery at all.
But a great deal of them.
Like the big people,
Mhm.
they're there with the exception of people coming in this game. Craven,
Craven,
Venom, Lizard.
Lizard.
Even
possibly
then, they
Goblin,
hinted at Lizard already.
Wreath. I think that's
In Miles, we got the addition
Prowler.
of Prowler. We got
Yeah.
Tinker,
Rhino.
Rhino.
Forgot about Rhino.
Oh, Sinister Six.
Roxxon. I think that was a
Mhm.
company.
We already had Oscorp. We have Roxxon. We have Avengers Tower. We have the
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Sanctum. We have
just
Hell's
the
Kitchen.
build off from just the map alone. The Sanctum.
Wakanda
Avengers,
Embassy.
Wakanda.
They're building this
Daredevil's-
universe. Yeah, Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah. I forgot what it's called.
There's She-Hulk and her lawyer stuff. Or is
Is there?
no. I think that's his lawyer stuff.
That's what I was thinking
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
Nelson and Murdoch.
But it wasn't more
Iron
than
Fist.
30. But in that game alone, we get references for just villains like about 20 some.
Mm-hmm.
And me and you counted this out before on FaceTime,
Yeah,
guys. So
yeah.
we do talk about this off screen, guys. It's fun.
Pretty heavily.
Yeah, and it's a lot. It really is. And now we're getting a second game where we've already seen 4 new villains just right off the bat.
Mr. Negative. Completely forgot your name.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since, because this one feels a lot more personal. Just from the story trailer, we're getting Harry back, and we actually get to spend time with him. But it looks like things are gonna take a huge switch up in direction towards him, since he most likely he's gonna be Venom. I think he'll be Venom.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
They're trying
honestly.
to keep it like a surprise on who the host is, but I think it's Venom, or I think he's Venom.
Honestly,
If not Peter.
well, we know he's gonna end up being it. I feel like they really like at this point. I'm pretty sure. Okay, even to when they're doing the trailers and it ends and it says about Greater Together, that you see the symbiote taking over, and then you see Miles saying about I have an idea, and he punches it, and it's electricity.
that was when they introduced the console design.
Yeah, and they've
the
done that a
plates.
couple times since then now, to where I'm just like, okay, at this point, they're gonna be letting us go, and we're gonna have to play as Miles fighting Peter, and then Miles is gonna save him, and it's gonna be one of those things of like, but I'm sure it's gonna be like, I don't know. I feel like Miles is gonna get his ass kicked, and last second he does it. Like when he's when he's in the room in the second game with with Finn right across from him, and they just start beating on him, and like they're just going in, and then he does his thing. I feel like we're gonna get another moment like that, where you see him go crazy, and it just I don't know.
I feel like we're gonna, because I keep hearing there's a possibility that they're gonna do some kind of Web of Shadows thing where the symbiote's gonna take over New York.
Ooh.
And if they do that, I would be so hyped if they do that. I would love to see a completely New York just covered in symbiote, just invaded.
And I mean, it would work too because we already have the tech to disperse things like that out to really take over the city. Like Devil's Breath already went.
Because Oscorp technically has the symbiote already, so like, what if he's trying to weaponize it and it goes out of control, and that's how it takes over New York?
What if that's how we get Carnage? Oscorp trying to weaponize it, and then next thing you know, they got a little bit of venom, and then it mutates or something.
Spider-Man DNA mixed it in with the symbiote, turns it to Carnage. I mean, they've done it before like that. So.
And I mean, Lizard looks insane.
Lizard looks good.
I like him.
I like how they went with they kept him bigger and more reptile-esque. I would have liked to see him in at least a lab coat.
Yeah.
I've always preferred him in like at least a ripped-up lab coat. He just doesn't take off.
I liked it too, especially because of in the first game at the Halloween party, when they have Lizard in the lab coat.
Oh yeah,
because they have all the different villains.
He had the classic design, right?
And then I mean, I feel like it's getting kind of not necessarily slept on, but it's very quiet about Kraven. All the talk is around Venom. There's our laugh track at the wrong time. Round of applause. But yeah, I don't feel like people are talking about Kraven enough. I remember even when I said it was Kraven in the first trailer, and you're like, it's not, and I was like, it's Kraven. And then you went back and you heard the accent.
Oh yeah. You're thinking. I was thinking of a completely different one. I was thinking of the 12-minute gameplay video one.
Oh.
Not the actual teaser that we got like 2 years early. God, I'm so glad we finally have new footage of it. I got so tired of just seeing those two just looking out into the alleyway and then seeing Venom. That got annoying really quickly.
Honestly, yes and no for me, but I think I'm just getting good at waiting because of games like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Like, I waited so long. They announced that the game was in development. I waited like over 3 years, I think, is when the next trailer comes.
What was the game that you waited for that became a big flop for you?
That like flopped?
Heavily, like for you, where you were like you were heavily anticipating it, and then at the end you were just like, damn.
Jump Force.
What's that?
Jump Force. It's okay. It's probably the only game as of right now, and I don't want to say ever, but probably, to get all kinds of different anime IP into one game.
Interesting.
Because it's super hard just to get a crossover.
Yeah.
But to get different IP from like Funimation, Shueisha, Toei, just for all of them to like, okay, here's our IP for different characters, put them in a game and let them fight each other. It's like, you have the only crossover I can think of would be like Dragon Ball, One Piece.
Yeah.
That was the furthest it got. Like, and that was just like for one episode. Before this game, you have Yu-Gi-Oh, you have Dragon Ball, you have Death Note.
You
have all these crazy. You have Hunter x Hunter. All these different anime just coming together for a fighting game, an arena fighter. And it was like, oh shoot, I'm gonna main like my favorite anime. We're going to see how this goes. But as soon as it released, this is like, it wasn't buggy, but the fighting mechanics were not it.
Oh shit.
It was supposed to be like have you ever played like a Naruto Storm? It's supposed to be that kind of arena fighter. If you guys know what I'm talking about, like the Naruto Storm games, but it's just like gameplay wise, it totally flopped, and it wasn't until like everybody stopped playing it that we updated some of the mechanics and we dropped some DLC, but it was too late.
I have a game now. You said that, it made me think of the game. Fucking Avengers.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Avengers. You guys were just talking about it.
No, literally.
I forgot about that.
I was so
that's how
fucking
bad it was because it's so forgettable. I got pissed too. I don't know if that was
you said
my
that
cho-
about they drop stuff after everybody stopped
Yeah.
playing.
I don't know
The-
if that's my choice, but yeah. That's
No,
a good
that's
choice.
definitely my choice. I have like my Nintendo stuff. I haven't been disappointed yet.
Yeah.
Even to like the stuff I play for PlayStation, I haven't been disappointed really yet. With like maybe the exception of Sonic Forces, but Sonic is.
I have a choice then.
Sonic is kind of one of those things where the company just gets greedy, and for such a long time they were trying to put out a game every year, just like how COD is.
Like at this point, Sonic fans. We'll do that next.
We have a question.
At this point, like Sonic fans expect to not have a good game. The thing we look forward to is the music.
Yep.
And we always
Yes.
get good music.
Yes.
For real,
It
though.
wasn't until we got Sonic Frontiers
Mhm.
we're like, oh shoot, this is a really good game. But even then, no Sonic game is perfect.
That's true.
Yeah, and it
And-
didn't sell how they wanted either.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
But they immediately followed up with, oh, we're gonna have 4 different DLC packages,
Oh shit.
and the 4th one you're gonna get completely new story.
Ooh.
And with every DLC, we're going to give you a new playable character,
Mhm.
new missions, new everything. So we promise you're going to get a way better game on top of what you already have.
That's true.
And they did that immediately. As soon as
Yeah.
people were like, oh, we have this and this and this to grab about. They're even adding a new mechanic because the fans asked.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love. But like either like shows, movies, video games is when they listen to the fans.
Yes. The fans do know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, the fans
Most
know
of the
what they
time.
want.
Most
Yeah.
of the time.
Let's not get started talking about how the fans reacted with Spider-Man in that game.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
But the Avengers.
Dude, literally, okay, it lost 99% of its player base from launch in less than a month. And the numbers didn't ever rise back up. I played the game, and if you know me, I am the type of person to sit down, play a game, start to finish, because I paid for it and I'm not going to waste my money. Dude, every level pretty much felt the same, just like they just reskinned it.
Yeah.
And even then, to try to hype PlayStation fans specifically, they brought in Spider-Man, and it was literally like you got Spider-Man from Wish. Like the swinging was not the same,
Yeah,
the
that was
fighting wasn't the
horrible.
same, the suits were worse. To even then,
Ugh.
they have some cool suits for other heroes. They keep adding in free characters. This month, by the end of this month, I think, or it's next month, all of the skins in the game are gonna be free. Anybody that bought any of those skins, you're not getting refunded, but they're all free now.
Yeah.
Because that game did so bad, and they're just giving it to the fans, so it's not locked behind a paywall forever.
And I can plus one with you on that because yeah, you were there around the time when I was playing Avengers. I played the whole storyline, and I was like, okay, let's see if I can get into the extra shit. I never did.
It's literally the
I
same
never
thing
did.
as DLC.
It's so annoying. It was trash.
Like I couldn't even I was excited for Black Panther,
I was too.
and I still haven't played it because I went and I looked at it, and like it took so long just to load that stuff in.
Yeah.
Where I was like, I'm not gonna sit here for an hour when I'm like on the fence about playing this game already.
Exactly. I have a video game choice. Friday the 13th. I was so excited about that game because I'm a huge fan of
Excuse
just
me.
anything horror. Like I love horror games. They're very fun. Yeah. They're very fun. And to see that my favorite slasher growing up, Jason Voorhees, I wonder why, was gonna be getting his own video game, I was like, dude, I'm in. And to see that after playing the game, to see that you have to have a multiplayer in order to actually have fun, really, and have a party of more than like 3 or 4 at least, to have fun, I was pissed. I got annoyed. And plus, the gameplay online was never really that fun either way, because most people were just trying to troll.
Yeah.
You know, it just didn't end up being a really fun game. It was very disappointing. The skins were cool though,
Yeah.
but yeah, I was disappointed pretty heavily.
I feel that. Per request from our guest on the side, how do you guys feel about Ice Spice?
Overrated.
Like, okay, okay, music or like her as a person.
So I think we know how
I
you
think-
feel about her as a person.
Because I think
I don't like My Spice.
Oh.
I don't like Ice Spice. I'm saying it now. As a cultured man, I don't like Ice Spice. I don't know. She seems kind of mid to me. I don't know.
I don't use the word mid, but yeah, just as a person and as an artist, pretty overrated.
Yeah, it's not my type of thing. I don't know. I'm very selective about what I enjoy.
Yeah.
And anybody that knows me knows that. Because, like, we could literally be going to watch a movie about something I like, but then I sit there and watch it. On a different note, okay, just scratch what I'm talking. There's Munchable meals, like Lunchables, but Munchables. I saw it like a genuine thing at a store they bought.
Are you munch?
We were asked if we were a munch. I know I'm not. I don't think Jason is. Rocco, on the other hand?
What's the true definition of a munch?
Rocco. No, I don't know. It's just a thing I know that she says.
Ruby,
What's
a
Ruby,
munch?
what is the definition of a munch?
You have to use your deepest voice, though.
Deepest voice? What do you mean deepest voice?
You gotta talk like this.
Yeah. Morgan Freeman.
I don't know. I think a munch is like a guy who will like pretty much do anything. Like I feel like they're kind of like a simp.
Are simp and munch the same thing?
I think they're pretty much the same thing. That's how I view it. If you're a munch, it's like you're down bad with the girl. But it's like
Oh.
Yeah,
It's
you
like-
a munch.
Is it just like any girl?
Let us know.
I'd
Is
say
he a
kinda.
munch?
For me, I'd say kinda, yeah. Kinda?
yo.
Kinda?
You're kind of a munch? Was that what you're saying?
Depends.
Kind of a simp?
Depends.
Yeah. I mean, I usually say simp more than munch. I've never actually really
I've
said
heard
munch.
people say it, but I was like,
I never understood what it truly meant. But if we're saying simp, then I guess.
Bro.
I ain't simping over anyone right now, but yeah.
yes, you are.
I'm not simping over you. Get over yourself.
I was gonna say black hat.
I'm a lover boy.
Me too. So,
Yeah, they love
I like that.
themselves,
I
some
like
boys.
that better. Lover boy.
Lover boy?
Lover boy.
sure.
Have you guys ever wanted to lose face fat like me?
Ever wanted to lose face
Lose
fat?
face fat.
I mean,
There's a quick minute tutorial I can show you guys.
I'm in.
Okay,
Is this
okay.
a promotion for your YouTube channel right now?
Look, look, look.
Oh, no, what was the video before? What was that video before?
Put on the camera.
There was
No,
something
we're-
chaotic going on. I want to see it. That looked way. I just heard
Talking about my For You page.
play it real quick.
I hit my knees. You're playing the wrong video.
Just play the damn video.
Yo, this is the number
Yeah,
one
yeah.
exercise you guys need to be doing to lose that face fat. The one, shoulders back, chest out, chin out, tongue on roof. And you want to go left, right, multiple reps. Now the key is to do that every time someone offers you food. You do that. Yo,
Yo, you guys just got played.
I didn't do it.
I saw both of you do it.
I
looked
wasn't
over,
doing it.
I look over and I swear I saw both of you guys at the same time go.
The footage will say for itself. I wasn't doing it.
I wonder if you could see the second where I realized it, because he went like that, and I was like.
Well, probably because I was looking at the camera and also, and then I
He's
looked
so
at it.
embarrassed right now.
That was a great one, Ruby. That was a good one.
You want some fries?
We ate them all.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, and it's just that.
You
But
guys learned nothing from the tutorial.
He
Did
didn't,
you?
huh?
oh, I'm still waiting on that other video.
That was just a real one.
Bully her.
to lose that face fat. What the fuck is in this?
So chaotic. What are we talking about?
Me. If Rocco's a munch or
What are
not.
we talking about? No. I'm not a munch. I'm a lover boy.
You're a lover boy.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, that's it for the video, guys.
I was just looking, and we're at an hour and 7 minutes.
Oh wow.
That was just a prank, okay?
Not really. I mean, we could
You
kind of.
have to keep the last part in.
Well, last part. That. Yeah. Oh yeah. I am.
Oh.
I am. Just that I'm gonna. We're gonna end it off
Sonic
on
tier
that.
list.
Oh,
We
yeah?
talked about one game and then we segued to
Oh, that was
Ice Spice.
that was another game I had though.
That's how this podcast goes, everyone.
I see the connections between the two.
Right?
Sonic and Ice Spice.
Go
They,
ahead.
they
show
have
us.
the same legs. Now think of those Sonic stick legs while you're at it.
No, she doesn't. Have you seen Ice Spice?
I don't think I've seen Ice Spice like you've seen Ice Spice, judging by that
One
voice.
of the podcast videos, do you have like, have you guys ever had like Musically, like growing up, like, or TikTok?
TikTok's
You
beta?
have TikTok, right?
Yeah, I have
TikTok's
TikTok.
beta?
He doesn't. The Musically? No, I never had.
Okay, so you have TikTok, right?
Yes.
You should do one of the videos where like see how many dances you remember. Unless you guys are not on that side of TikTok, I understand.
Try not the Fortnite dance.
The only reason I know a TikTok dance, because I do, not really as much as I used to. The only reason I do know it though is because my sister, her freshman year, my senior year, she was involved in a quince at one of her friends' quinces, and one of the dances was the Renegade dance. And
I think the viewers will love to see
Ju-
this Renegade.
just from watching them constantly, I was like, I got into it. Hell, one day, one of the guys was gone. I think it was, one of the guys was gone from the practice, and so they were like, "Can you join in?" And I was like, "Sure." So I went in, killed it as usual.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Can you give us a demonstration, please?
No.
We can scoot the table back.
It's been a couple years.
Yeah,
It's
proof.
been a couple years. I'm a little rusty, so.
I like how I went like this, but the mic's in front of me. I got my mic right here.
I know. I was
guys.
thinking about it. I was like, maybe I should like move the mic a little bit since we were looking more at each other and at Rocco, but mine was fine, so I guess I'm chilling.
But honestly, on another thing for disappointed games, Sonic Forces is another one for me. And also Sonic Boom, both of the Sonic Boom games.
Oh, those Sonic Boom games were so horrid.
They literally like just randomly decide, all right, we're gonna change how Sonic looks. We're gonna completely change this guy's. And it's like he's got like look it up. He's got like tape
I'm
around him
about to look it up
everywhere.
right now.
And it's literally the thing you see across those games is his legs they just keep getting longer.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
What is it called?
Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom.
Boom.
I don't get it. It's like they taped everything for I don't know why. Made his legs abnormally long. Gave him a handkerchief for
A scarf.
the scarf for nobody
Yeah.
knows what. Yes. I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I see.
They
what-
made his
I
arms
just
blue.
realized what was
Yeah, I
going
see what
on.
they're
I was
going-
like, what are they watching?
Like I see
Is
what
that
they're
a car?
going for, but it just doesn't work.
I understand movie Sonic making his
Just
arms
leave it
blue,
there
like,
like that, bro.
taper off all blue.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is a different character, this is a different universe.
Are you letting your wife get the massage?
I don't have one, so I can't say anything right now.
What would you?
I guess as the only person here in a relationship, I would probably just be the one giving the massage.
Just calling me out
But
like
you're not
that.
certified.
I am certified. I wrestled for 16 years. You as a wrestler know, you know how to take care
What
of
was that
broken
game you were
bodies.
talking about earlier? The one I typed in.
Hmm?
The one I typed in. What was that one I was talking about earlier? I accidentally took it off.
Sonic Boom?
Nope. Before that, it was the one about that story stuck in the mountain.
Oh,
Fighting monsters.
Undertale.
Oh, Undertale, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to keep it in just for later.
Are you gonna look into that game?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
It
it's
caught my
only a few
interest.
bucks. It's only a few bucks now.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
caught my interest.
They also have a spin-off called Deltarune. And actually, if you like mix around the letters, Deltarune is just an anagram for Undertale.
That's pretty cool.
And Deltarune is supposed to be like a parallel universe. Where like... It's like...
She's breaking my house.
It's where like it's parallel... It has parallels with Undertale, but...
Hey, it's Ice Spice.
Quiet! Ugh.
Let go. Where is the ice?
So gas. So...
Your socks wet now. Now pick it up. It's okay to not be okay.
Oh, that was cold.
So that's gonna conclude today's episode of the Broken Vinyl podcast.
We already have like 3 different spots where they're gonna think
Yeah,
stop.
they're gonna think it's over, but this time it is actually over. We're at an hour 12. So,
Okay, this part you'll cut this part. What you should do on each one of those spots where we say that, you should literally just make it go black for like 5 seconds, 10 seconds or something,
I'll think about it.
and then just go
I'll think
back into
about
the
that.
video.
But yeah, So thank you guys for coming back on again. I do appreciate spending time with you guys as always, and I appreciate our guest crowd for being here for how long? Like halfway through the episode.
Yeah, maybe halfway.
Something like
She did
that.
her job. Made things a little more fun
Yep.
and random. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, even subscribe, please.
Ring that
I'm almost at
notification
200 subs, bro.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm almost at 200 subs.
Ooh.
So
Let's get it there, guys.
let's get it there. So thank you guys.
And let us know in the comments. What do you want to see more of? What do you want to see Jason doing? If you want to see him doing womp womp, apparently.
Wrong sound effect, but okay.
Yeah. What did you guys like about the video? Give more feedback. More people start commenting. I don't want to be the person
This dude is
putting
always commenting,
first
so.
comment again on my own video. Okay. If I have to do that, you and the viewers that are watching this, just get out of here. Don't get out of here. But like, come on, it's not that hard. You can type. Literally, you could go and put I. Now, I'll like it. Come on. That's what I got. That's my bone to pick with you. Why aren't you commenting? But you're gonna text him after this video saying you liked it, huh? Just say it at the bottom. And you end it right there with the meme.
I love you guys. Thank you for being in the video.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, see ya.